Hi everyone, it's Tori with Message Monday. Today I would like to talk to you about having direct communication with God, so stay tuned and I'll be right back after this.
I once was dead in sin, alone and hopeless. A child of wrath I walked.
I am a very, very curious person. I don't know, I think a lot of people are, but I'm very curious. I ask 1,000 questions and I have to know the answers to everything. I research everything, I read everything. It's really I really hate it that I'm so curious. I've gotten myself into trouble for being so curious, but it's something I'm working on. But I just want you to know that if you're looking for wisdom and truth, go to God. You can directly go to God about everything. You can talk to Him. He will give you answers through people, through signs, through everything. Like basically, I've had numerous experiences where God has directly answered my questions through just amazing things. And I want to share some of those with you just so you guys can kind of get an idea of how God works in people's lives and how He sends you signs that and answers your questions and prayers. This is kind of an embarrassing story because, side note, but when I was a baby Christian and I had no wisdom, I didn't read God's word, I just kind of tested God and asked Him stupid questions. I still do it, but that's what I do. So I was in a really testy mood and I was like, God, are angels even real? I asked Him, and later that night, no joke, I was sitting under a piece of art that was angel wings, and I was playing with my son, minding my own business, and all of a sudden the angel wings fell on my head. Freaking fell on my head. I was so annoyed, so I was like really dizzy, and so I picked them up and I put them up and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the sign that angels are real. And then it's me. So I was like, oh wait, God, are they real or are they not real? Like, I don't understand now. So I went and I sat down for a second, and no joke, I opened up my Facebook and the first link on the screen was God's angels and what role they play in His kingdom. No joke. So that's one of the examples of how God has worked in my life. Another experience I had with God directly answering my question was one day I was having kind of an anxiety attack. I was thinking about my son Taven, who is autistic. I was thinking if he would be going to heaven. So I prayed about it and I asked God, I'm like, God, please, Lord, give me answers if Taven will be going to heaven. And the very next day, I met a lady, like a wonderful lady, who was really curious about my life and wanted to talk about it and wanted to talk about my son. And she gave me the answers that God knows our heart and my son will be going to heaven. And it was just such an amazing experience. I hate talking to people. I'm kind of an introvert when it comes to it, but God sent me that angel, sent me that lady to tell me that my son is going to heaven. So you can directly talk to God. You just have to be willing to. You have to open your heart to it. God has answered so many of my questions. I can't even list all the amazing things God has done in my life, but everyone can have this. Everyone can have that direct contact with God. You just have to open your heart to it. You have to be willing to hear Him, to listen to Him. And sometimes it's stuff that you don't like, but that's what you have to do. You just have to listen to God's wisdom and truth and pray for it and just open your heart to it. We can all have it. We can all have His voice in our head. We can all hear Him. You just have to open your ears and listen to Him. Thank you everyone so much for watching today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you haven't already done so, please like our Twitter, our Facebook, our Pinterest, and our Instagram account. And also please subscribe to our YouTube. Don't forget to watch Ryan tomorrow with the Tuesday Truth. And if you feel like this message could help someone, please feel free to send it. Have a good week.